accomplice liability. So what is accomplice liability? It's not a separate charge. So it's basically you help someone commit a crime, and instead of being charged as an accomplice to a crime, they'll charge you with the same crime. So the classic example is maybe a bank robbery where you're the getaway driver and you aren't in the bank robbing it, but that crime is aided by you being there and helping out whoever is doing the bank robbery. So another example would be, say, a parent who buys alcohol or something, or leaves the house to give the kids an opportunity to have a party. You could be charged with some sort of accomplice liability to underage drinking or something because you're promoting the ability for them to have that party. So it's not enough to just be at the crime scene. That's something anybody can consider in determining if you are liable as an accomplice to a crime, but you need to help in some way. So yeah, it can be considered that you were there and you didn't stop it, but that alone is probably not enough to be accomplice liability. Any words of encouragement can be considered. So if you're telling your friend, yeah, do this, you're probably setting yourself up for accomplice liability for whatever that crime is. So you don't actually need to be present at the scene in order to be charged with accomplice liability. Helping prepare for the crime is enough to be liable as an accomplice as well. If we go back to the bank robbery example, where you're the getaway driver, even if you're not in the bank, you can still be liable for the consequences of the bank robbery itself. So say somebody goes into that bank with a gun and maybe the gun goes off and somebody gets shot. Even if that wasn't part of the plan, that's a natural and probable consequence of bringing the gun into the bank. So you can be charged with something even higher than the bank robbery as a result, just by being involved in the underlying crime. Accomplice liability is different than a crime such as assisting a criminal. Typically we see assisting a criminal happen after a crime has been committed and you could have nothing to do with the crime, but you're helping to cover it up. Accomplice liability tends to arise when you're helping someone to commit a crime, even if you're not there, even if you don't gain from it. If you're encouraging someone to do it, if you're helping buy supplies, anything like that, anything that helps that person take substantial steps towards committing a crime, you can be charged with the same crime under accomplice liability. I know that's a confusing concept, but we're here to help clear it up. So if you have any questions, give us a call, 317-632-3642, and remember to always plead the fifth.